Honoring the service of a Stateline police chief, the 47-year-old passed away after a battle with cancer. Plus, community members come together to celebrate a local veteran. We'll hear from organizers on the special occasion. And local drivers experience some relief at the pump. The drop in prices comes ahead of a predicted busy holiday travel season.
Live from WTVO 17, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy. Eric is off tonight. A Stateline law enforcement agency mourns the loss of a former first responder. Roscoe police announced Friday former police chief Jamie Evans passed away following a battle with cancer. She was the first female chief of police in Winnebago County. A visitation for Evans is coming up this Sunday, the 17th, at Roscoe United Methodist Church, followed by her funeral the next day. Evans served as chief from 2008 until 2022. A local woman will not be charged after a deadly stabbing earlier this year. Back in June, Rockford police were called to 19th Avenue for reports of domestic battery. Roger Penny died from a stab wound. Investigators say Penny and the woman got into an argument and he beat her. Police say the woman grabbed a knife and stabbed Penny in the back. Penny had a prior history of domestic battery involving this woman. A trial date is set for the man accused of a mass shooting in Illinois. Robert Cremo III will appear back in court in February. Prosecutors say Cremo opened fire on a crowd of people at Highland Park's 4th of July parade last year. He faces more than 100 charges, including dozens for first-degree murder and attempted murder. Cremo plans to represent himself in the case, but experts say that could change.
I would predict that you're going to end up either he's going to be talked out of this by his lawyers, or you're going to have the lawyers sitting there so that he can consult with them. But I don't think it's going to be that hard for the state to get rid of him.
Cremo pled guilty to all charges. He's being held without bond. A new partnership looks to provide IDs for newly released convicts. Starting today, inmates leaving Cook County Jail will receive free state ID cards. The idea started as a pilot program for only state prisons about 2 years ago. Inmates who've already applied for a state ID or driver's license will be given priority. State officials say this program's critical for ex-convicts to re-enter society.
Providing ex-offenders who have successfully completed their sentences with essential resources and tools upon their release will increase their chances to successfully re-enter society, become self-sufficient, and rebuild their lives.
Experts estimate more than 10,000 inmates who cycle through Cook County Jail every year qualify for free state IDs. Without this program, they could wait weeks or months to receive one. Millions of dollars are back in the pockets of people ahead of this holiday season. During November, the Illinois State Treasurer's Office returned nearly $47 million in missing money. $1 million of that was in stock value. The rest was given in cash and interest. More than 81,000 claims were paid. The Treasurer's Office recommends people check for missing money at least twice a year. For more information on where to look, visit our website, mystateline.com. A local veteran gets a special surprise from the community. This comes on Frank Conkey's 98th birthday, and he had plenty of help celebrating. Drea Baroni was there. Drea, how'd it go?
Yeah, Mimi, it was great. Friends, family, and service members all showed up to celebrate. Frank was a 101st Airborne paratrooper. He served in Europe during the war and earned 2 Purple Hearts. Now he lives at the Medina Nursing Center in Durand. Today, a drive-by parade was held to honor his service and celebrate his birthday. It's all thanks to Vets Roll, an organization centered around honoring veterans throughout the community.
It lets this elderly population know that what they did so many years ago is not forgotten. There's those of us that still remember, and we want to carry it on into eternity. And with the power of digital nowadays, we can pass it on generation after generation, and they'll know people like Frank are still here with us and what they did to keep us all free.
After the parade, the mayor of Durand presented Frank with a plaque declaring today, December 11th, Frank E. Conkey Day. Coming up later at 6, we'll hear from Frank on what this celebration means to him. Mimi?
That's great. All right, thanks, Drea. If you want those presents under the tree in time for Christmas, you better get busy. If you're sending the holiday packages by first-class mail and the Postal Service, you'll have to get in the mail by this Saturday. If you're springing for some priority mail, you have until Monday, December 18th. The deadline for regular FedEx is this Friday and next Monday for regular UPS shipping. If you plan on traveling for the holidays, you can expect lots of company. AAA predicts 115 million Americans will head out of town for Christmas and New Year's.
There's this pent-up demand post-pandemic for travel. And now people are sort of more than ever recognizing how important leisure travel is to them. So whether that's taking a vacation that's relaxing, whether that's visiting family and friends out of state, or even going abroad, that desire to get away is stronger than we've seen in a very long time.
That's up just over 2% from last year and the second highest travel forecast in more than 2 decades. About 103 million Americans are expected to hit the road and drive more than 50 miles, while just over 7.5 million will fly. A tip from experts: travel really early, late, or on the actual holiday to beat the crowds. There's some relief at the pump for those gearing up to hit the roads. The average price of gas in Rockford sits at $3.18. That's more than a 7-cent drop in price over the past week. Prices sit nearly 35 cents lower than a month ago and about 31 cents lower than a year ago. Experts at Gas Buddy expect a drop in prices to continue through the new year. Some furry twins make their public debut in Illinois. 2 Alaskan coastal brown bear cubs can now be seen at the Brookfield Zoo. The pair, Tim and Jess, are 11 months old. The cubs were brought to the zoo in early November after being orphaned in Anchorage, Alaska. Around 30,000 bears are estimated to live in Alaska. The species is listed as least concern on the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources Red List. Congress is set to go on holiday break at the end of the week. Up next, the clock is ticking as lawmakers try to draft a deal for more security at the southern border. And coming up at 6, a months-long legal battle comes to a close. The claims dismissed by a local judge about Rockford's abortion clinic.
Our temperatures this afternoon made it into the 30s. 36 degrees our high, spot on where we should be for this time of year as we drop down to 25 this morning. Those numbers will drop a bit through this evening. We'll talk about a warm-up coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Special Counsel Jack Smith asked the Supreme Court to rule quickly on whether former President Donald Trump can be prosecuted on charges he plotted to overturn the 2020 election. A federal judge ruled the case could go forward, but Trump signaled he would ask the federal appeals court to reverse that outcome. Smith is trying to bypass the appeals court. The earliest the Supreme Court would consider the appeal would be January 5th. That's their next scheduled private conference. Trump's trial is scheduled to begin on March 4th. Congress is set to head home for the holidays at the end of the week, and there's still no deal on border security. Republicans are insisting on stronger legislation for immigration, while Democrats are demanding further aid to Ukraine and Israel. Anna Warnicki reports on the current negotiations.
Senators are racing to reach a deal securing military aid for Ukraine and Israel, while also overhauling U.S. immigration policy.
This is one of the most dangerous moments that I've ever faced in American politics.
Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy is leading the negotiations for the Democrats in the Senate. He said on NBC's Meet the Press that talks have hit a wall.
I wish Republicans weren't holding Israel aid and aid to Ukraine hostage to the resolution of immigration reform.
Senate Republicans are demanding tougher border security policies in exchange for their support for President Joe Biden's $106 billion supplemental funding request. That includes aid for Ukraine and Israel.
The lead Republican negotiator, Oklahoma Senator James Lankford, said on CBS's Face the Nation that Republicans want sweeping policy changes to limit the surge of migrants crossing into the U.S.
To be able to get this back in control so we don't have the chaos on our southern border.
But Democrats say Republicans' demands are unreasonable.
We are not going to put Donald Trump's immigration policies into statute. We're not going to do that. That would be bad for the country.
And say the people of Ukraine need the help now.
We can't back off our commitment to these people, these courageous people.
The White House says President Biden will engage in talks to end the stalemate on Capitol Hill this week. In Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki.
Well, our week looks to be clear of snow and showers. Up next, Candace lets us know when we can expect a bit of a warm-up.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, nice to see some sunshine out there this afternoon after a cloudy Sunday. Winds on the breezy side from the south held our temperatures in the mid-30s. Now those numbers dropping back into the 20s. We're at 29 in Freeport, same thing in DeKalb, 31 in Rochelle, 32 in Rockford. But when you factor in that southerly wind, it does make it feel more like the mid-20s. Now we will feel our winds increase later tonight, gusting 20 to 25 miles per hour throughout the start of tomorrow. Right now, our winds are from the south, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our weather watcher Terry down in Genoa, 34. Dew point temperature sits at 28. Southerly wind at 8 miles per hour. And we've got a relative humidity of 80%. No rain, no snow out there today. And the next several days going to stay fairly quiet. We had cloud cover to start us off with this morning, but we were able to see some sunshine as drier air moved in. However, there is a cold front up to the northwest, and that front will work through during the overnight hours, passing to our east by tomorrow morning. Front comes through dry. We just don't have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. We may see just a few extra clouds from it during the overnight hours, but that would be it. What it will do is cause the wind to kind of pick up as high pressure quickly builds in behind that. Now, while our temperatures are dropping this evening, I think some of us will settle into the mid-20s, could even drop as low as 23, 24 degrees for the next couple of hours. But as the wind picks up, we should see those numbers gradually climb going into tomorrow. Winds will stay from the northwest tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures tomorrow about a degree or two cooler than what they were for today. Now, there is a little disturbance that'll pass through tomorrow night as high pressure builds in. Futurecast, I think, maybe a little overdone on some of the cloud cover during that time. Notice this is very early Wednesday. If, however, we do see enough cloud cover move in, that would keep our temperatures up just a bit going into Wednesday morning. Right now, I have our low at 20 degrees. Also brings in a couple of flurries during that time, but we are fairly dry as we head throughout that time frame with high pressure building in. So while we may start our Wednesday off with some cloud cover, I think we'll see a return of sunshine and those temperatures with the west wind climbing back into the mid and upper 30s for the afternoon. So for tonight, 27 degrees. Again, some areas may drop a little below that this evening before the wind picks up, but the wind will increase through tomorrow morning. We're up to 35 for tomorrow afternoon. A little breezy again as those gusts will come in at about 20 to 25 miles per hour. When we look at our outlooks here, our extended outlook, this takes us through the week of Christmas up until Christmas, the 25th. Higher probability for above average temperatures. Our average high during that time in the low 30s. So our numbers staying above that. Now, when we look at precipitation chances, unfortunately, it does not look any better. Again, higher probability for below average precipitation. So our hopes for maybe more of a white Christmas dwindling a bit as we get further and further into the month. Reason being, we've got a really strong jet stream out to the west. This is of Pacific origin, so it really keeps a lot of that cold air blocked up to the north. Now, we are going to see those temperatures climb back into the 40s here as we head throughout the week. 37 on Wednesday. We're up to 45, though, on Thursday. Small chance for a shower or two once we get into Friday. Same thing into Saturday. Little dip again in the numbers early next week. But again, there are some signs that we'll see those temperatures climb right back again by the end of next week.
All right, thanks, Candace. Scott's in next with sports. The Packers will try to keep up their hot streak in prime time tonight. And the Bears defense is far from being the laughingstock of the NFL that it was last time at this year.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
Well, the Packers will try to take another step toward playoff contention tonight. They'll take on the Giants in Monday Night Football. They'll be going after their fourth straight win, and Matt LaFleur will be trying to run his record in the month of December to 17-0. He's not belittling the Giants because of their 4-8 record.
You got to bring your best each and every week, and I don't care who you're playing. It's got to be your best, and that's been the emphasis, I'd say, all season long. It's just, I think we're starting to improve as a football team, but like we've said so many times, you're only as good as your last game, and you got another challenge right in front of you. Again, a primetime game on the road against a team that beat us last year, and so I think that's plenty of motivation.
I am staying with a hot team in this one, the Packers. They will win comfortably 27-13. You can see the game right here on WTVO tonight at 7. The Bears can't wait to get back on the field the way they're playing. They haven't had this much fun in a long time. The offense has made strides, but it's the rise of the defense that has transformed this team and made it dangerous. 11 takeaways by the defense in the last 3 games. The addition of Montez Sweat has been the biggest reason for the improvement. He's made everyone better. And how about Jaquan Brisker yesterday? 17 tackles, the most by Bears defensive back since at least 1960.
I mean, it feels good. I know I haven't had, I feel like this many picks since my sophomore year in college. So, I mean, it's not like I'm not used to getting interceptions, but it definitely feels good to get it now.
Coach Flus is a great coach, bro. He keeps us motivated. I never seen a head coach run the team and call defensive plays, so that's new for me, but a lot of respect for him as a coach.
We feel like we got to score on defense. That's going to make us elite. So once we do that and cause more fumbles and things like that, we'll be good.
Well, several local high school football players will get a chance to suit up for one more high school football game next summer. They have been selected to play in the Illinois Coaches Association All-Star Shrine Game. 2 of them were 2 of the premier running backs in the Nick 10 this fall. East JV's Catlin, the Nick 10 rushing champ and conference's all-time leading rusher, and Belvedere North's Nico Bertolino. He was a threat running the ball and catching the ball. Bertolino will play for the blue team in the Shrine Game. Some of his blue teammates will be Byron defensive lineman Josh Harris, Rochelle linebacker Brock Metzger, DeKalb linebacker Daniel Roman Johnson, and EPC tight end Jaden Downs. Catlin will play for the red team. Some of his teammates will be Dupac center Sean Squires, Freeport guard Sammy O'Day, and Amboy tight end Brendan Blaine. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Our first Warn Interactive Radar on MyStateline.com and brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Clear skies out there tonight, but our temperatures will drop as a result of that. Wind will pick up as a cold front nears from the west. That'll push our temperatures up just a bit, but it'll feel cold tomorrow as we've got a breeze that'll reach you Tuesday morning. 35 for the afternoon, 37 on Wednesday, 40s by the end of the week.
All right, thanks, Candace, and thanks for joining us. Have a good evening.